Artistic Director of Playmakers Theater. This is my colleague Barbara Smith, and we're very proud to tell you that we are the directors of the Jazz Jam No Jive project. This is the final night of Jazz Jam No Jive, and it has been well over a year in the making. It would have been impossible but for the dedicated and generous efforts of a host of sponsors and advisors. And while they're far too numerous to mention, we hope that you'll take an opportunity at some time tonight to take a look at your program and acknowledge the wonderful collection of governmental agencies, private corporations, and individual citizens who made this project possible. The City of Tampa is one of those sponsors, and there's one person we would like to recognize tonight because she's here. So may I ask Mayor Friedman to stand up and be recognized. Let me tell you a couple of quick house rules. I'm also asked to tell you, by the way, that there is a beige or tan safari van in the parking lot with its lights on. You may want to save your battery if that belongs to someone here. House rules. There is no flash photography permitted in the theater. There is no food or drink or cigarettes permitted in the house. And if you have a crying child or infant, we invite you please to visit the lobby with that child or infant, because there are some quiet moments in the show we want to leave them intact. Last thing I need to tell you about right now, I suppose, is that even with all the help that we have, we are still short on our budget to meet the requirements of this program, and so we ask your help. We ask your help by purchasing our t-shirts and buttons in the lobby, or making a tax-deductible contribution to our efforts. There is a donation box in the lobby, and we ask and invite you to be as generous as you can. Barbara.
Thank you, Mark, for saving the fun part for me, which is to give you the most important news that you need to have about this project, and that is that everything that you will hear in this show tonight, everything was created by the young people themselves. During the month of June, Mark and I led the workshops that led to this, and we taped and transcribed reams of wonderful material which the young people offered. And from that, we merely selected and shaped the program that you will see tonight. Everything I said is created by the young people themselves, that is, with the exception of 2 poems and a monologue at the end by Otis Anthony.
And let me interrupt you for a second, Barbara, by acknowledging that Otis Anthony has been a very, very special member of our advisory committee. He's been an advisor, an artistic contributor, and a friend without whom this project simply would have been impossible. And Otis, I would like you to come up here for one moment and please accept this certificate acknowledging our appreciation of you.
Exciting thing of all that happened for this project is that these young people were honored in their work by having music put around what they wrote by an internationally known legend in his own time, jazz musician, Nat Adderley.
Today, as most of you know, marks the 25th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. 25 years ago, Dr. King made a speech that transformed a regional struggle into a national movement and set a moral agenda and a moral imperative which is as urgent and immediate today as it was on the day in which he uttered all of those famous words. While it's true that the cast of Jazz Jam No Jive, not one of them was born at the time that speech was made. I think that the material that they've created speaks eloquently to two facts. One is that we still have a lot of work to do, and the other is that in Tampa, here, Dr. King's dream is alive and well in the hearts and minds and souls of this new generation. Thank you and enjoy the show.
I have an IQ of 151, that I'm a 19-year-old college senior, and I can talk to you about any subject you name. But because of all this ambition and dedication to my studies, well, I sort of feel like I missed out on my childhood. My name is Bill.
Bill.
I'm a bug-out crazy captain running around having fun, and I love girls. But something I don't want you to know about me is that I'm Freddy Krueger. I was in the psychiatric ward for 3 months, and they say I'm crazy. But I know I ain't crazy. My name is Jermaine.
Jermaine!
My name is Angie.
Angie!
When I was about 18 months old, barely walking and talking, I found myself shifting into a different environment of living. A different house and different faces. And it wasn't long before I started wondering why was I so light compared to all the dark people around me. I'm adopted. And I used to go to school and kids used to call me names like Zebra and Oreo Girl. And back then I didn't have too much of a talent. I used to get up in the choir stand in church and try to sing. I sound like a parrot, not like a bird. And they used to say, y'all get that poor helpless little white girl down at that choir stand. She can't sing, but I can sing now and I can dance. And the reason why I can do this is because I had it in me, determination to succeed. And I feel that I have accomplished a hell of a lot.
See how dedicated at what I do.
like I love playing football, so I'm dedicated at it. But something I don't want you to know about me is, I got this disease called sickle cell anemia, and they say you're supposed to live over the age of 26. But both my parents have it, and they're over the age of 40. So I think I'll be okay. My name's Eddie. Eddie! My name is Bird. Bird! Some people call me Airhead, but I take that as stride, because someday I want to reach the stars.
My name is Jessica, or La. La! And you're going to remember you saw me here tonight because I'm going to be a famous actress.
I'm from Virginality, used to live in England. I like to create and achieve. Oh, I have a black belt in martial arts. So you better watch out. My name is Sylvia.
Sylvia!
My name is Glenn.
Glenn!
And I'm a poet. Yeah. Before I die, live in your arms and be engulfed by your love. You are my private dream, and I rejoice in tomorrow.
In you, there is no sadness, only.
Oh,
Men! A dog! Really? You cannot go anywhere without. Hey, yo, baby, yo! And then, when you don't talk to him, what's the matter? You think you too good for me? Yeah, I think I'm too good for you. You look like standing on the corner rock selling Because the car you sport and the money you flashing, that don't mean nothing to me. Because I'm here to tell you, black men, they ain't no good. White men, they don't know how to treat you. Haitians, they too crazy. And Colombians, they try to kill you. I just ain't got time for them, that's all. My name is Mel. My name is Shiny. Shiny. You see, the S is for sweet and the H is for hell. The A is for the that I prevail. The W is for one thing, the N is for need. The E is for everything that I achieve. My is for yours, I will always be. I'm rocking all the mic, this is Shiny. Hello. Hello. So tell me, G, how long have you been beatboxing?
For 9 years, but it seems like I've been beatboxing all my life. In my dreams, I beatbox. In the tub, I beatbox. In the dinner table, I beatbox. No, I don't beatbox in school. So tell me, do you like to eat? Man, I like action the pork. Do you like to wear white? Man, I love to eat, man. I like to stand till outside my shop, man, with my ham sandwich on one side and my coke on one side. And then I not cream my hands through the curtain. But I love to eat. I take donuts to sleep at night time. I sleep with drinking up my pillow. Hey, y'all supposed to be.
He's out, be blocked.
Hit it.
His name is Eddie D.
And I like to rock.
He's the best beatbox.
And I want to talk.
He'll come to your mic.
This is what I do. I grab your girl and in your mic and I jam for you. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox.
He's my beatbox. Nobody else has it. Just a DJ. He will not pass. Here's a chance to dance. Move you out of your pants. He's a white like a beat with his own legs.
go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox. Go beatbox.
Just listen to beats to make you move your feet. You know that my boy is all you need. And we know we all what the girl adores. But do
run like a rap. In a few more years, your rhymes will be whack. Jazz has come a real long way. I mean, back since the time that we were slaves. Our ancestors used to sing the blues while the white man was saying, boy, shine my shoes. I know you're good at what you do, but I am too. So just sit back and listen while I play this tune. My name is Calvin. They support me in everything I do, and I thank God that I have them both as parents.
Something that means so much to me is this ring. Because my brother Mitch is in prison, I gave it to me. I remember I used to go up to him and say, Willie, let me wear your ring. But he would say no. But I begged him and I begged him. But he would still say, no, I don't want you to lose it. So one night, we received a phone call that said my brother was in prison. I cried and I cried. But when he got in there, he called me. He told me to look in his car. You see, he had this nice car with loud music and stuff in it. He told me to look in his car, go in the glove compartment, and pull the piece out from the back and get this ring. So I asked him, I said, what do you want me to do with it? And he told me to keep it. So when I went to go see him, he told me to bring the ring along with me, and that he gave it to me because he loved me. He didn't know whether or not he was going to see me again, because it is so rough in prison and he fight a lot.
June 4th, 1985. I had just gotten out of school, 7th grade. It was on a Tuesday night. My sister Tasha and my father were in this room. So, all of a sudden, he fell. And my mom, she knew what was happening. He had heart disease, diabetes rather, and he had had seizures many times before. But this time, we didn't know it was the last time. So we all went in the room and did the usual thing. We tried to get him to breathe again. We saw it wasn't working. By that time, we had already called the fire department. He was the first black captain of the fire department, by the way. It seems like it took forever. When they came, they went in the room, and 40 minutes was the maximum time to work on someone's heart. They worked for 45 minutes. They did it. But it wasn't any use. But it seemed like he was still trying to hang on to life. But he saw something else. In a sense, he wanted to stay. But in a sense, he wanted to go. I think he chose to go. But it wasn't a sad death at all, because he died with a smile on his face. And it changed my life so, because from 3 months old to 3 years ago, he was my father. He was not a stepfather to me. I didn't even call him that. I called him Daddy. And after he left, it changed my way of thinking. And it was for the better.
This is the program I got for my cousin Scrooman, got killed in Jacksonville. He was 17. You know how you see on TV and reading the papers about white cops killing black teens?
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. And our family never really expected to go through nothing like that. And when it happened to us, it really tore our family apart.
I remind my mother because she's there whenever I need her. If I would probably have to talk to her about it. Yeah, it's like she's both the mother and the father to us, and I know not many kids are blessed to have a mom like her.
I remember one time I was mad at my mom until I saw a man put a gun in her head. We thought we were going to lose it. We could have found her in the area somewhere dead. Changed my life to show how much you should appreciate your mom.
This is a picture of my mom and her boyfriend. And the reason why it's so dear to me because she's going to the Bahamas and I haven't seen her for 8 months.
Why'd she leave?
Vacation, but she can still pick up and leave.
Yeah.
We knew she was leaving. And,
You hear from her often or what?
well, she calls, but she can't call every night, from there to here, $17 a call, Ain't nobody got that much money from But I stay with my grandparents now, and this is where I get my good looks.
Well, listen up. Hey, my father and I have a lot in common. We both like to show off in front of girls. Back in 1985, I suffered my most embarrassing moment while trying to show off in front of some girls. See, my high school baseball team was on its way to the school's first state championship. And, at third base, I was a terror. Everything came my way, I scooped up, shot down the third base line, I backhand that thing, throw off the wrong foot, throw and got him, Shot out the middle, I cut off the shortstop, and throw him and run, got him. I was big lead. But later in the game, there was these 3 girls outside of third base that were sort of egging me on by saying these flirtatious things like, you look so good in that uniform, and don't get too tired, baby, and things like that. And I got caught up in it. I looked over there and gave him a wink or two. Very late in the game, it happened. Another shot down the third base line. I was there. The ball hit a rock, flattened out, hit another rock, popped up, went off the heel of my glove, and hit me dead in the cup. I pulled around, picked the ball up, and threw it. But to this day, I can't remember if I threw the guy out or not, because that was the one day I wasn't wearing a cup. Right after I released that ball, this crunching, grinding pain came over my pelvis. I sank to my knees. I buried my face in the sand. I was moaning and groaning. Even through the pain, I could still hear those 3 girls over there laughing at me because I was grabbing down here. So I grabbed my leg and I was thinking at that time, my father would have got a big kick out of that moment. And I looked up from the stands, and there was my mother with a very concerned look on her face. She's always been there. She's been there throughout all the pain and all the successes. But my father wasn't there. See, he divorced my mother some 10 years ago, and I've only seen him about a handful of times since. She's really missed a lot in my life,
You make me angry because it seems like I've tried to talk to you, and I've tried to show you how I feel, but all you do is, okay, I call you, and you're not home, or you say you're not home, and you're supposed to be my dad. You're supposed to be a part of me, and I'm supposed to be a part of you. And if I can't talk to you, then who can I talk to? Yeah, I got my mom, but my mom's been with me all my life. My mom's been with me while you were out in some engineering factory doing God knows what. You don't care about me. Why? Why did you have to leave us?
You make me angry because you hurt us. Mom, Dad, all of us. You hurt me most of all because you're supposed to be my oldest brother, and I'm supposed to look up to you. But you did the opposite of what you were supposed to do. First, you go out there
right? And you want to sell drugs. You get jacked, and you want to go get your money back. And you get it back, but you could have gotten killed or something. Then you go out there and steal a car. The guy found out you stole his car and want to fight. So what? You beat the guy, but what did that prove? Then you want to practice and you want to fight some more. The police come out there and catch you. So what? You slam the sergeant. But look where it got you, in prison. All right, okay, you get out. But you want to fight more people, sell more drugs. But no, that's not big enough. You want to go around McDonald's, Burger King, all that other stuff. Now look where it got you. In prison again. So, how long have you got? What? 3 years? That's what they told you. They don't know. They don't even know. Why? Why do you do those things? And you know it hurt us. I love you, Willie. I love you so much.
Y'all want to hear a tripped out story?
Yeah.
Word, check this out. One time I was sitting at home at the dining room table reading the newspaper, and I got up to go to the refrigerator to get some Kool-Aid, you know, because in my house, Kool-Aid is the ultimate in drinking, right? So, you know, I went to the refrigerator, and there was no Kool-Aid made, right? So, you know, I got everything out of the cabinet, the sugar, the Kool-Aid, and everything, and I was mixing everything together, right? But, see, I didn't know this yet, but the sugar I was really using was Epsom salt. But see, I didn't know that yet, right? So I went ahead on, I made the Kool-Aid and everything, then after I got finished, I decided I didn't want it. So I put it in the refrigerator and went on that, minding my business, reading the newspaper again. And my dad, he was outside cutting the yard, right? And he came in the house, you know how parents fake like they done a whole lot of work, right? Sweat off the head and stuff like that. And he went to the refrigerator and he pulled out the Kool-Aid, he was staring at it, and he got that parent smile on his face, he did like this, he was smiling at it like that. Then he got a big backyard Dixie cup out there. I filled it all the way to the top with a whole lot of ice, right? And he was smiling while he was pouring the Kool-Aid in it, like, I'm gonna take it like that. And he went and he did like this. He said, ugh, like that. And he said, boy, what is this supposed to be? I said, it's Kool-Aid. He looked at me. He looked at the Kool-Aid. He said, no, it ain't no Kool-Aid like that. And I said, yes, it is. And he goes, taste it. So I went over there, being grown, I went over there, grabbed the cup, and tasted it. And I said, God, dog. I was just looking at it. And then he said, that water softener's doing it again. Word, I never got struck. No, I got a beat for you. I got a beat for you. You ever been beat? You remember them little Tyco train sets? With the train. Now that's a beat right there.
Y'all take this back. This was the worst whooping I got. But it was stupid. I mean, it was so stupid. I was about 7, and my sister was about 10, and my younger brother and sister was about 4 and 6. Y'all remember when wigs first came out in those styrofoam heads? Not the wig, I mean the head. Okay. My mom was on the phone, and my grandma, she used to wear wigs. So she had this wig in the closet. So my sister reached up in the closet and got the head out, and she started picking little bits of styrofoam off the head and putting them in her nose. I ain't know what she was doing. So with me, I got in it with her. But y'all look, she wasn't really sticking them up her nose. She just wanted my brother and sister to think she was doing it. So all of a sudden, my other brother and sister had a whole bunch of them. I mean, they them up in there, and they know, and they couldn't breathe. So one, she had to say everything. And every time she would say slip, blow, they slip. And they got up in there. That means she had to get needles, she had to get a needle and stick it in there. Finally, she got it out, right? And later on that night, we thought everything was cool because she ain't sending us to it. We got in the bathroom, we was taking a bath, she came in there and tore us up in the bathroom. You gotta go to here.
I was in the 6th grade, right? And I bought home 2 scholarships on it. And I was trying to be all brave about it and hand them to my mom, right? So I handed it to her. And she said, well, get your behind in there and strip butt naked. So, I must have did something awful. So then I tried this little cry, to get me. So she might say, just look or something. So I thought, and I said, that didn't work. She said, well, get in there and strip. So I stripped butt naked. And I was sitting on the bench, coming in the room door, and we had company coming over. So the company would walk by the room and look at me and laugh at me. I'd be sitting there trying to cover myself up. I didn't get up under the cover because I don't sleep with covers. That's my big mistake. But I stayed in the room for like 2 hours, it seemed like 10 hours. And then my mom finally came in the room, said, boy, put your clothes on. What's wrong with you? So I ain't arguing, but I just threw my clothes on real fast. And I asked her 2 weeks later why she never beat me. She said it was a lesson in humiliation.
I got one for you. This is not the worst whooping I ever got. This is like the funniest whooping I ever got. 'Cause I got beat by my grandma. Granny. You know, you go over to your grandma's house to see how they doing, you know, and everything. So I stopped by my grandma's house just to check up on her, make sure she was doing all right. She was sitting on the front porch, rocking back and forth. I said, hey, grandma, how you doing? Oh, God, I'm doing real good. You goddamn get about it. I decided I wanted to be helpful and do my good deed for the day and help her clean off the front porch. So I went over there and I said, Grandma, you want me to clean off the front porch? Yeah, dog, you clean off that front porch for Grandma, but you don't go back there and use my water bottle, cause you know water bottle, wash your clothes, wash your dishes. You go back there. So I said, but Grandma, how can I? God, do you hurry too? I said, all right, cause you know you can't argue with your grandparents. So anyway, I tried to have me some fun, and I was sliding back and forth. I wasn't having a ball at all. So what I did was I ran around the side of the house, and I got a little bit of water sprinkle it on there, and I was all these stuff started lathering up. I was having me a ball, made me a little slip and slide. And two of my cousins decided to want to join in with me, so one of them slid across. She said, "Woo!" Boom, and she didn't come back. My sister decided to get in on it, so she slid across. She said, "Woo!" And she didn't come back. So I said, "Oh Lord, they done went around there, ganged up on me, telling on me." And I said, "Well, I might as well go on the slide again." So I slid across, said, "Woo!"
I got one for y'all. This ain't stupid, it ain't funny, it ain't no humiliation or whatever. This is the worst whipping I've ever had. Alright, this happened when I was about the 4th grade. Now you play that match game? Play matches. When me and my brother was in my mom's room, you know, we had carpet in the house. We was flicking matches. He flicked one at me and Smith. Going back on about 15 minutes. So I flicked one at him, went up right there, hand on the carpet and made a big old spot, about that big. My brother took the blanket off my mom's bed, threw it on the fire, you know, both of us fighting over a fire this big. He said, "Hurry up, mom, come here." My mom's back and standing at the door going like this. I got one of the moms who always said, "Just wait till your dad get home," you know. My dad, he's nice. You know, he's real nice. He only beats you if you're in a bad mood. If you're in a good mood, he don't beat you at all. You know, his face, maybe yelling. Why not you do that? This particular day, he went home happy, shaking my head. "How you doing, son? Want something to eat?" You know, I said, "Yeah, you know, cook me something to eat. I mean, how you doing?" I love. My dad never say he loves me. I've been 60 years old, and they never heard him say he loves me. All of a sudden, he tell me to go outside and get a piece of wood. I went outside and got a piece of wood about that long, that thick. No, I ain't know it was 4. If I knew it was 4, I went outside and got about a chip. I've been down like this. I'll die here for about 2-3 minutes, though. This that shit started to hurt. Enough stretching for me. I called to ask you what I'm down here for. I came up there. Yeah, lock him. He hit me back here. For splinters and wood chips, all kinds of stuff back here. I knocked the hair off my head. Get him some more, Johnny. My brother, he was in there on the with me, he lay on his back. Get it now. And my dog was even there. My dog was doing rainbow there. Ain't know how a dog's supposed to be man's best friend and stuff? He was back and laughing at me. I went back down there, you know, sitting down here for about 10 minutes. Every time I had this far away from my feet. Wham! I hit him.
burn spots on the little boy's arm. And the little girl has been saying she's hurt. And I asked her where, and she's pointing her lower area. And sometimes I just feel like going to the kitchen, getting a knife, and going after someone.
Yo, beat kinda slow and also mellow. Hey, fly girl in a pretty bright yellow. Come on over so I can say hello. Please don't diss, it's no moving. If you don't come on over and get this kiss, your body is mine, you just go on my mind. I won't waste no time to say my slow jam rhyme. Slow jam, ooh, slow jam. I need you, baby. Everything I'm dressed in white. Luscious young girl, it's such a sight. I just want to see, just to go on my mind. I won't waste no time to see my slow jam rhyme. Try to understand what I'm trying to say. Don't turn your head, don't walk away. People want your love, then I take the blame. I say it in public, no, I'm not ashamed. Slow jam, love, slow jam. I need you, baby. I've been looking for a girl all my life, and I want the same girl to be my wife. I wanna hold the tight and hold the close. Let her know she has the love from coast to coast. And when I hold her tight, I'll never let go. I don't want to jam fast, I want it slow. My trust a little slow, but it's still real trouble. If I have you, girl, I'll be a real cool fellow. Don't think I'm just saying just because it's my job. To get to you, girl, I'm through any mob. So come with me, let's take a ride. And give me your hands and let me be your guy. Because it's my heart that's burning on fire. Tell you, girl, you what I desire. Without you, girl, I will go blind. It's coming straight from the heart in my slow jam rhyme.
Slow jam.
Love.
God, what a subject.
Love is like a tree.
Growing from the seed, growing into something strong and powerful, and being cared for and nourished. So when the droughts come and the winds blow, it stands alone.
Love is like a clear ocean.
Where you can see all the way to the bottom. It's soft like a pillow. It smells like sweet and luscious strawberries.
Love is like fuchsia.
Wrapping you up in its French passion like an alligator's powerful jaws, and with its teeth comes elegance.
Ma'am, I hear my mama calling me. I'll be back. Hey, Nick. We've been going together for about a month now, and damn, how I'm gonna say it?
What is it, Tony? What are you trying to tell me? What do you want to say?
I'm trying, but it won't come out.
What is it about?
You know, feelings. Yeah, feelings.
What about feelings?
Yeah, love turns me into steel and makes you a powerful magnet. Hey, what's this?
I feel the same way you do. But I want to know how you feel to make sure you feel the same way I feel.
Got the thing fast, boy. You say something, you say something. I'm smart.
What am I going to say? I feel the same way you do. Exactly the same way. You know what I'm trying to say? Come on, help me out.
A plush velvet bed of clouds with deep purple balloons everywhere.
I'm looking for a dictionary. Wait a minute. I feel
and stomp, 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 your chest against mine.
Okay, let me see if I can say it. We've been going together for about a month now. And no, wait a minute. I've been having, what's the word?
Headaches.
No, not headaches. I've been having feelings. And my feelings are very, very, very
Strong.
No, not strong. They're,
I see the two of us in the field of beautiful flowers that are very tall. And you chase me through the field, and I trip, and you catch me.
discombobulated.
Oh, do we have to hold hands? Oh, that's better.
Look, Tony, it's something we should discuss. I don't know what it is we should discuss, but I know we should discuss it.
That flew over my head. Say that again, because you lost me when you said you didn't know what to talk about.
I think we should go home and think about this. I'll call you next week, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn, strike two, I always do it.
Man and woman. Part 1, male, I love you. Female, I love you too. Part 2, male, will you marry me? Female, yes. Part 3, male, I want a divorce. Female, might as well. Part 4, divorce court. Male, Your Honor, she was a manipulating bitch. Female, Your Honor, he was a manipulating back. Part 5, male and female go separate ways.
Baby, please, let me come see you tonight. Baby, I done brushed my hair to the waves with the light. I bought me a new suit so I can step out right. Splash cologne from my head to my toes. And you got the floor so I can buy you a new red rose. I spent my money to buy new French champagne. Baby, I spent so much money, I can't even pronounce the name. Baby, I've been waiting a long time to be alone with you. I've been fantasizing about what you and I gonna do. Baby, I'm gonna rub my toes against your toes. And I'm gonna grab my knee around your knee. And I'm gonna rub my thigh against your thigh. I'm gonna knock my chin against your chin. And I'm gonna stop the sweat to pop it. And you don't stop, you won't be thirsty again till March. And I'm gonna move without it, slide within it. We gonna sweat till our body clean. Baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. Let me come see you tonight.
Boy! I do not have the time for you. I'm going to a party tonight.
ease this hurting pain. It's a feeling inside that I just can't explain. You're very enough to know I just can't stand the pain. I can't stand that. No, I can't. No, 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 no. I just can't stand the pain. No.
Iris, don't do that. Talk.
Eddie, I want to ask you a question. Just a little question. Are you a
Of
virgin?
course not. What's wrong with you?
I was just wondering.
As far as I know, you could be.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Let's have sex.
Let's change the subject.
Why? Are you scared or something?
No. Damn, it's getting hot in here.
Well, let's just take off your shirt.
Don't do that.
Hey, you're a virgin, right?
Let me tell you something. I ain't no virgin.
Well, how about you just coming on over here and giving me a little... Yeah, don't you like me?
All you gotta do is listen. If I tell you I love you, I love you. Hell, I love you.
Well, how about you stop telling me you love me and start showing me?
Because your parents coming home.
No, they're not. They're in church.
My parents in church too. You like going to church?
Yes, I like that part in the Bible where it says multiply.
I like that part in the Bible where it says multiply.
Hey, let's face it, you're a virgin.
Let's face it, I ain't no virgin.
Well, what do you think it is? I'm too big for you or something?
Nah, girl. I can show you things you ain't never seen before.
Talk is cheap.
Take it from me. I can show you things you ain't never seen.
Well, show me. Show me, because I want to feel something.
What do you want to feel?
I want to feel love.
Well, you're getting ready to feel an attitude. You're getting highly upset. I come to your house to watch TV. Take me in your bedroom, sit me on your bed, come out dressed like this, then you want to ask me if I'm a virgin. Are you?
No,
Then how come it's on your mind?
because I want to make love.
Never had no girlfriend like her before. Come to her house and she want to make love. Girl I made love to, we was in my house, in my living room, and we made love.
You want to try it again?
We're in your house, in your bedroom, ain't nobody here. See, my mom was home. We all alone.
Well, that is the best time.
Well, God didn't put me on this earth on this very day to make love. And besides, you don't want anything but sex anyway.
Thank you, Eddie. You can go.
That's a cold mess. Kicking me out now, right?
You can go.
Are you kicking me out?
You can go.
Are you kicking me out?
These boys.
Boy? You see it?
No, I do not see that.
virgin. Damn virgin!
Lou Gossett is annoyed.
Hey, you know, we've got some real bad guys in this country. Abusing public lands, defacing parks, robbing historic sites. These are our lands, yours and mine. You know, the good guys. Now, you gonna let a bunch of bad guys run us off our public lands? Or are you gonna help save the lands? Let's show these bad guys that the good guys always win.
Write Take Pride in America. Post Office Box 1339, Jessup, Maryland, 20794.
McGruff here. I want you to learn a song that tells people to say no to drugs. Users and losers and losers are users. I don't use drugs. Don't use drugs. Come on. If you know a user even part of the time, tell them to quit, take a bite out of crime. Users are losers and losers are users. So don't use drugs. Don't use drugs. Now, teach it to everybody and help take a bite out of crime.
It's about Adam and Eve. And it's about protection. Now, first, we'll start off by telling you that, Adam didn't want to eat. Because, you try taking the spirit away from a black man and see what happens. You can't do it. Well, I can't take no spirit away from no black man. You cannot take a spirit from no black man. No spare ribs, no ham hocks, no pork nuts, no ham feet. But you see, the Lord looked down and saw that Adam was lonely. So came Eve. Now Eve saw Adam. Adam saw Eve. Eve looked at Adam and said, Adam. You want some fruit? Adam looked at Eve and said, the girl was naked. She had no clothes on. The girl was blind. And she had the red fruit. She was licking fruit. She was sniffing the fruit. She was tasting that fruit. She looked over at Adam. She looked over at Adam. She said, Adam, you want some fruit? Adam looked at Eve. Yeah. So what about that time? Adam Palmer took over. Adam took off my hand, tried to get to the fruit. See, this is why I like about it now. See, what about the time the Lord came? Lord said, Adam. Where you at, boy? Adam said, hold on a minute, what's wrong? Hold on. Lord said, Adam. What's wrong with you? Why you got leaves on? Adam said, Lord said, who told you that? Yeah. I said, she did. Yes, she did. You have to pray for you. Woman. First of all, I wasn't strong. I wasn't proud. Most of all, what is it? Don't let nobody see.
this morning collection. Now, the seeds that were only collected in the amount of, let me see, let me count it. Look at that, I keep this here for myself. Amen. But we only collected $30. I don't want to hear about who $30 is. Now, brothers and sisters, y'all do remember that brand new Mercedes-Benz y'all bought me not too long ago. Okay, I do need a new bike job. So next Sunday we got to do a little better, am I right? Bring some more money with you and I will see you next Sunday. Good time.
But on the serious side, now my faith is more important to me. Well, most of you look at me and you see the outside of me. But I've lived a hell of a life, taking the life. So one day, my mom, her sister and brother, they were going to church. And I started having all these flashbacks about the past. And I decided I don't want to live anymore. I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to live. So I went to the bathroom, looked in the medicine cabinet, and I pulled down every pill I saw in sight. Stopped popping in my mouth. I had to take about 7 to 8 pills. I don't remember anything. Waking up in intensive care with needles put in my arm, in my nose, in my mouth, everything. But I'm here to tell you tonight that is not the way out. Because once you do it, it's over. You see, I had to fight for my life. If you don't live for nobody but yourself, you live. I remember I used to sit, question God, and ask God questions like, why me, Lord? Why me? Why do I go through the things I go through? Why didn't He let me die? It was like a voice. I can hear the plane say, just like you can hear me. And it said, Shine, that is my body, my breath. And when I'm ready to take the breath out of that body, I will, because I gave it to you and I'll take it away. All right. There is a purpose for me on this earth. Someone needs you, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone needs you, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone needs you, Lord. Kumbaya. Oh, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone loves you, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone loves you, Lord. Kumbaya. Someone loves you, Lord. Kumbaya. Oh,
Yo, what's up? You talking about what we wear? Me? What we wear? You want me? No, y'all little boys, y'all won't. Hey, what's up? What's up? You bitches. You hold out the bitches.
Man, give it all to me. Y'all so ignorant. You got it all though. You see it all. Hey, what's up, man? What's up with you? Hey, man, we can't have that. I told you stay off my boy, nigga. What's wrong with you? You can't have that, boy. Step off. So you trying to prove? Hey, chill out. That wasn't nothing, boy. That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing, right? That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing. Tell me if this something, boy. Cause I kill you, your mama, your daddy, and everybody. Take it easy. This ain't no birthday house. What's wrong with you? We ain't got no Band-Aid, so don't go cry. Tell your roses, your rat, your grandpa, and everybody else you know. Hey, get up when you bleed on my corner, nigga. Don't come back to this house, drugs. Your curly head faggot.
God, they beat him up. Golly. Look, this is my baby. My mommy gave it to me a long time ago when I was real little, just like that. And she told me, she said I could pet my dollar whenever I want to. See, my mommy, she's in the house with my daddy. Gosh, first she was with one daddy, and then she was with another daddy, and then she was with another daddy, and then she was with another daddy, and now she's back with the other daddy. I don't know. But this daddy, he gives her this little stuff, this little bitty stuff like this to smoke. And every time he come over to the house, I always have to go outside. And I get scared because it gets dark and stuff, just like it is now and everything. And they be in the house for a long time. And then when I go back in the house, it stinks and it smells just like smoke. Oh, and then the other day, she was with another man. It wasn't that daddy, and it wasn't the other daddy, and it wasn't the other daddy, and it wasn't the other daddy. He was just another man. And he was telling her, he said, not to smoke that little bitty stuff like this. And so she got mad at him, and so she was gonna hit him. And so he got a knife, and he was gonna cut my mama. And I didn't want him to cut my mama because I love my mama a whole bunch. And so I started crying, and he hit her, and he busted her in the head right here. But I don't care, because she's not hurting no more. But she still smoked that little stuff, that little bitty stuff like that. But I guess she want to smoke it. I guess her don't want to talk to me. But that's all right, because I still got my baby. And I can play with my baby all the time. And when I grow up and I have a real baby, I'm not going to have another daddy and another daddy and another one. I'm only going to have one daddy. And I'm not going to smoke that little bitty stuff like this, because it'll make you act funny. Bye-bye, I gotta go.
I used to be a part of the street scene until one day I was bothering this dude, and he put a gun in my head. And he told me he'd blow my brains out right then and there. I looked around at my friends, and they were all gone. And that made me think, I didn't need to be a part of the street scene. I need to be looking towards my future and where I'm going.
Hey fellas, check this out. My dream is to have a big old house, mirrors everywhere, chandeliers. Listen to me, am I making it clear? I want a BMW, candy operate with a large sunroof above my head. A nice little system as I cruise along. If I have all that, I can't go wrong. I fail to understand why this can't be mine. I'll achieve all this in a matter of time. Dreams, ambition.
Mama told me this, and you know it's true. She said I can make anything that I can do. She told my doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, I can do all this. It's perfectly clear. I will go to school and get a college degree. I'm not done yet. I'll get a PhD. And in this world, I'll do a very large thing. Because sooner or later, I'll become president.
Ambition.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you listen. That was his dream, and my ambition were.
backyard, and 2 dogs by the name of Spike and Killer. A brown Mercedes-Benz, a wife, and 2 kids. My wife gonna be chilling out on the driver's side. My kids chilling in the back seat with me. I'm gonna be chilling on the passenger side. And my kids are gonna have everything they want. And I'm going back to Ponce de Leon, this on the place where I used to be with.
June 20th, 1998. Dear Mark and Barb, hi, how are you? I'm okay. I'm in Paris for 3 months. I'm filming a movie called Yo Jack Paris. I think it's going to be pretty good. Oh, are you too busy this summer? If not, how about coming and visiting me in Beverly Hills for a couple of weeks? Oh, Mark, Steven Spielberg says hi. I gave him your phone number. I hope it was okay. He said he needed some advice. You know Steve. Oh, speaking of hellos, my fiance, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He says hi. Well, I'll see you later. Love, Locke. P.S. Congratulations on those 2 Tonys, Barbara.
Hey, check this out. In my future, I see myself in Tallahassee, Florida, in the governor's mansion. Well, as the governor, of course. Now, I will be leaving my home in my 2-tone, water blue on silver Mercedes-Benz, just easing down my long driveway, just as my groundskeeper is opening the front gate. Me, on my way to Washington, going to Mr. Dukakis' birthday party. Now, on the way to Washington, I'll stop off in New York to pick him up a birthday gift. And on my way to Bloomingdale's, I'll bump into the one and only Janet Jackson. And after a while, I was talking and reminiscing, arm in arm, I'll invite her to my party. So we'll reboard my jet, off to the party. Arriving on the scene, all heads will turn as we enter. Mr. Dukakis, well, Mikey, as also commonly call him, he'll rush over to greet us. It'll really be a great party. We'll probably be the first crowd to ever see George Bush breakdance. And maybe, just maybe, we'll probably be the first and only crowd to ever hear Ronald Reagan beatbox. Now, all that's cool and everything, but after a while, that'll get a little boring. So I'll invite Janet back to my place for a nightcap. And after a while of talking and reminiscing, I'll go to sleep in her arms, listening to the smooth, cool sound of Kyron Rick's latest album.
My dream is to have 6 hotels. 2 in Hawaii, 2 in Miami, 1 in England, another in Spain. You see, I became fascinated with hotel management from the time I started traveling with my mom and seeing the excitement at those guest stays. While in hotel management, I would go to UEI, also to college. Plus getting on the job training, of course, in Embassy Suite. And with the money I'll be making, I'll be able to tell people in Africa and different parts of the world. You see, hotel management is not only a dream, it's my future.
Anything I make, my future is mine. It's not just a dream, it's ambition. It's not an ego, I believe in myself. The fire you see in my eyes is my very own passionate drive. The fire you see in my eyes is my very own passionate drive. Some people say I'm just that sort, that I can use my mouth to earn my pay. I'll do it indoors. It's not just a dream, it's ambition. It's not an ego, I believe in myself. The fire you see in my eyes, my very own passionate drive. The fire you see in my eyes, my very own passionate People call me a genius. Motivation is not just a drink, it's a mission. It's not ego, I believe in myself. The fire you see in my eyes, my very own passionate drive. The fire you see in my eyes, my very own passionate drive. Ambition
This courtroom is now in session with Honorable Judge C.T. You may be seated. This courtroom is now in session with Honorable Judge C.T. presiding. This is the case of Jessica Matthews versus Police Officer Morton Johnson in the city of Tampa.
May we have the plaintiff's attorney's opening argument, please?
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we prove to you that those two officers who are white administered a fatal chokehold to that poor woman's mentally disturbed son. And we will also prove to you that they entered this predominantly black neighborhood already more aggressive than they should have been. And most importantly, we will prove to you that when they told the deceased to drop the knife, he did. Now what happened was this. It was just an ordinary afternoon. Mrs. Matthews flew back to the project's apartment dealing with the laundry. Nikki and Gary, his brother and sister, in the kitchen. Girl, school is tomorrow. I want to use the phone!
Yeah, we gotta get out my face.
I want to use the phone!
Yeah, we gotta go.
Mama! Nikki won't let me use the phone! Nikki, would you please let your little brother use the phone?
Mama, I just picked up the telephone.
She been on the phone for an hour, Mama.
Yeah,
An hour. How many times you let that phone go?
Mama, you believe him?
An hour.
I ain't allowed Mama for an hour.
No, I had enough of both of y'all. Now nobody needs to use the phone. I got it, call my friend.
Move, get away from me. Nigga took my chain. Move. Nigga took my damn chain. That's what happened. Move. I said move, boy. Move, girl. Move. Don't touch me. They took my chain. That's what's wrong with me. I was walking down the street and this boy took it. You know how the niggas around God is. Take my chain.
It was just a little chain. Gary, Jermaine. Oh,
What? I'll cut your throat, boy.
Please hurry. Don't say nothing to him. Leave him alone. Jermaine.
Jermaine, honey, stop pacing. Listen to me. Now, baby, you don't want to hurt anybody, okay? Baby, listen. You don't need to hurt anybody.
Police, hold! You better drop that knife, boy. Drop it, niggas, drop it! Yeah. That's a good boy. Now, you are under arrest. What you doing? Shut up, boy! Get your hands off me! Shut up, boy! Shut up! Cuff him, Bert. Get this other arm. Shut up! We're trying to help your ass. I got it. Up there, breathe. Is he all right? You got him? I got it. All right. Turn his ass over. Now, listen to me. Listen to me, boy. Bird, get out to the car, call for an ambulance. Move it!
Come on, baby. It's gonna be all right. Gary, go with your sister back. Nikki. Oh, baby. Jermaine, come on, Jermaine. Oh my God. Oh my God. You killed him! You killed him! Jermaine, baby, I'm sorry.
Is that everything you saw, Gary?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you miss your brother, Gary?
Yes, ma'am.
I object! That's irrelevant to the issues here in Council Mobley. Objection sustained. The jury will disregard that question and also the answer.
Thank you. No further questions.
You love your brother, didn't you, Gary?
Yes.
And you'd do anything in the world you could to help him, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you thought you could help your brother get out of some trouble, would you lie for him?
I'm not lying. Objection.
Objection overruled. Continue, Gary.
Answer the question, Gary. If you thought you could help your brother get out of some trouble, you
Yes, sir.
You may be seated here. Can you call your next witness, please, Mrs. Dixon?
Place the call, Mr. Mathis.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do. Mrs. Mathis, tell the jury what happened on the night in question. Yes, I was at home. Me and my kids were at home. And Jermaine was outside with his friends, and all of a sudden, my little boy Gary started yelling that Jermaine had a knife. So I went out there and I tried to talk to him, and I tried to get him to put the knife down. But he was real upset and he kept swinging it around, so I didn't know what else to do. I called the police. I mean, I thought that's what I should have done under the circumstances. But now I wish I hadn't even picked up that damn... Oh, yeah, sorry. Anyway, I called the police, and the police came over, and they said for him to drop the knife. And by God, I swear to you, he dropped that knife. But those two police officers over there, the one on the right, he put that chokehold around my son's neck, and he would not have hurt him. He had dropped the knife. He was just confused. And if that's how you all treat confused people, then how I don't want to be around you. Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Streets?
Miss Mathis, Jermaine is your son, right?
He was my son.
When you called the police for the dead question, you felt your life was in danger. I mean, you did call them for that reason.
Yes, I did.
And when you called, did you inform the police that your son was a confused, disturbed person? Did you tell them that? Or did you simply state that your life was in danger by a man waving a knife?
I didn't tell them outright.
Yes or no?
I didn't.
Yes or no? Please!
Objection! He is not giving her a chance to answer the question.
Objection sustained. You may continue, Mrs. Mathis.
Well, I called you and I...
called me.
Well, I called the police. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was hoping they would help me. I didn't think they'd just come and jump on him and kill him and all. I was hoping they would help me.
So you expected them to come in and say, please drop the knife?
That's what they said. He dropped the knife.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I was standing right there.
So you're going to sit here and expect us to believe that through all that confusion, screaming and yelling, or not being waving around, being hurt at your knife or whatever, you honestly expect us to believe that you can see a knife in the floor from all that?
Look, I'm not blind, okay? I have 20/20 vision. And if a knife hit the ground, I would know it. That he dropped the knife, okay?
You can't possibly be sure.
Your two police officers over there said, drop the knife. He dropped the knife and they still proceeded to kill my son.
No further questions. You may be seated, Mr. Mathis.
Thank you, Fred.
Mr. Streets?
Ladies and gentlemen, it just simply didn't happen that way. Now, I can't possibly stand here today and tell you what happened before the police got there. But I'm going to show and prove to you exactly what happened upon their arrival. The police arrived on the scene. They heard some confusion going on inside. They entered the apartment and...
Jermaine, baby, listen to me. You don't need to hurt anybody, okay? You don't want to hurt anybody.
Police! Everybody stay calm. Put that weapon down now, son. Take it easy.
Drop the knife, kid. Drop the knife and let's talk about it.
Take it easy. Now what happened?
He took my chain.
Okay, who
drop
took
the
your
knife.
chain?
Just take it easy. Take it.
Put the knife down.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Whoa. Get off me. Take it easy. Get off me. Whoa. Get off me. Get off me. Come on, kid. Take it easy. Fire! Fire! I need somebody. Come on, man.
Relax a little bit.
Come on. Kid, take it easy. Relax. I can't breathe. Relax. Just take it easy. Come on. Come on. All right, kid. All right.
Turn him over, Bert. Turn him over.
All right.
All right, kid. Now, come on, kid. Bird, get out to the car, call for an ambulance, move.
Nikki, please don't stop.
My brother.
Take your brother to the bathroom.
Please,
Jermaine,
please, everything will be all right. We've got an ambulance coming. Just take it
Jermaine.
easy. We got help coming. Please. Come on.
Jermaine, baby, I'm so sorry.
No doubt at all. I thought that when I looked down that it was the end. And if Phil hadn't grabbed him, it just might have been.
Let's see. Go ahead, Constable.
No questions at this time.
You may be seated. Call your next witness, please, Mr. Streets.
Defense calls Officer Martin.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth? You swear to tell the truth? A little bit, double kiss on the side.
Officer Martin, what were your intentions when you applied that chokehold?
I had to immobilize him. My partner was down. I wasn't sure how badly hurt he was. The deceased had a knife, and I felt everyone in the room was in danger. And with all the innocent people and all the confusion, I didn't feel I had to draw a revolver.
And have you been instructed in use of this technique as part of your training?
Yes, it's a standard technique used when trying to control a suspect, when trying to place him into custody.
And how many times have you used this technique?
On 5 other occasions.
And has anyone ever been hurt or killed in any of those previous occasions?
No. In each case, the suspect had been placed in custody with no one getting hurt.
How long have you been with the force, Officer Morton?
10 years.
And have you ever had to kill anyone in the line of duty before?
No, sir.
Officer Morton, do you harbor any ill feelings toward Mrs. Mathis, the deceased, or anyone else in her family for that matter?
No. I wish I could bring him back, Mrs. Mathis. I was trying to protect you.
Thank you. Go with us.
Officer Morton, how do you feel when responding to an emergency call in an area like College Hill?
No way special.
But don't you think the potential for violence is particularly great when dealing with black suspects?
I just do my job.
Isn't it true, Officer Morton, that Jermaine Mathis had his wife living in Carrollwood, you were selected to find Russian combat?
No! Listen, I only had a split second to react. My partner was down. I wasn't sure how badly hurt he was. The suspect had a knife. There was a woman and children in danger. I didn't have time enough to react as a racist, counselor. I only had time enough to react as a police officer.
Sounds beautiful. No further questions.
Have a seat. Defense rests. Mrs. Dixon, may we have your closing arguments, please?
Members of the jury, you heard all the testimony. You've heard an innocent little boy who now wishes that his brother were here. You've heard the pain of Mrs. Mathis, a woman now tortured because she wishes that she'd never called the police. And why? Because 2 cops playing cowboy assumed that Jermaine Mathis, a black kid from the project, could not be calmed down or subdued, except by demonstrating that they were tougher. Jermaine Mathis was a disturbed young man, but he had the right to live. Mrs. Mathis had that right to have a child live. And now she has the right to be compensated for her loss. Thank you.
Mr. Streets?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a case about race relations. Not yet. This incident did take place in a predominantly black neighborhood, and yes, the 2 police officers here today are white. But they're here today because of the color of their uniform, not the color of their skin. They received an emergency call. They responded. They arrived understanding to it as innocent people being held at knife point. In the act of subduing the suspect, one of the officers was injured. The other had to act to subdue the suspect. If he hadn't, some of the people here today might have just ended up dead. You should find in their favor. Thank you.
Is the foreman prepared to speak for the jury?
Your Honor, we've argued back and forth until we're ready to drop. We simply don't know who to put the blame on or who to believe. We just can't come to an agreement.
Counselors, Mrs. Mathis, I'm going to have to declare this a hung jury. This court is adjourned.
Object.
Member of the Ku Klux Klan. So tell us the story, Buford. How did you become the first black member of the Ku Klux Klan?
Well, they said if I didn't, they was gonna hang my black ass. Detroit, see? And I came down to Mississippi to a black town called Tupelo. That's a city. And I was going down there to visit my aunt. And I was driving along this road, and as I was driving, these three white gentlemen pulled up next to me in a pickup truck, and they said, "Nigga, get out the car." Now see, back then, I was one of them old strapped old niggas. I said, "I ain't getting out the car for nobody." It kept going. Now, little did I know that the road I was on was a dead end. And the three white gentlemen in the pickup truck was the Ku Klux Klan. So I got to the end of the road, and they pulled up alongside of me again, and they said, "Nah, nigga, get out the car." Now see, I got smart then, see, I said, "Yes, sir." And they said, boy, we like you. We're going to give you 2 choices. I said, okay, what are the choices? They said, either you join the Klan now, or we hang your black ass later. Now, my mama didn't raise no backwards behind food. So I joined the Klan. Therefore, that's how I became the first black Klan. That's my story. Like that, girl.
Do you mean to tell me you and Negro chose to be with the Klan?
Well, I tell you this, somebody put a rope around your neck, you want to go?
I would have died if a matter of black pride.
Well, I guess I don't got none. They must have beat it out of me.
pitiful black man, Buford. Why you brought your dusty tail down here?
I brought my pitiful black dusty tail down here to sit next to your raggedy black. and promote my new show, the KKK Today, and it's on the Area National Network. And I want all y'all to watch instead of watching her raggedy black.
Let me tell you something, Buford. This is my show, and I will knock the taste out your mouth. You don't come on here and insult me.
You too, baby.
So what they gonna do on this show? Beat and kick your tail?
Well, what you do? Read the script? That's what they gonna do. You know everything, don't you?
Get off my show, Buford. Please, get off, because you see some angry black people in the audience and you ain't gonna make it out to the parking lot.
Yeah, I see them out there smiling. There's a whole bunch of them. Well, I guess I'll go. I'll see you later, Miss Blackula.
That's all for this week, folks. This is Sister Black-a-Lot saying so long and have a black day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Area National Network. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Area National Network, KKK Today, with our host, Rusty Hammer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKK Television Extravaganza, the show that features the lynching of the week. My name is Rusty Hammer. Can I get a Heil Hitler? Heil Hitler, everybody! Hey, you know, I heard a very funny story the other day. There was this black kid and this white kid talking one day. The black kid was bragging about his father's brand new car. The black kid said, "Hey, my father got a brand new car. It's got a horn that goes honky, honky, honky." But the white kid came back and said, "Oh, yeah? Well, my father got a brand new chainsaw. It goes run, nigga, 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 run." Heil Hitler! All right. Hey, I know you're anxiously awaiting our lynching of the week, so we'll get started right after this important commercial break.
Hello. My name is Guy Buford, and I'm here to introduce this new rope. You see, these are the days of urbanization, and the good Negro tree is hard to find. So this little extra added feature here enables you to hang your nigger from the nearest basketball goal. Bring that boy out here so I can demonstrate. You see, the built-in elasticity enables you to fit this rope over that big old African head. You see, you take the hook, you put on the basketball goal and say, "Okay, boy, slam up, go ahead." And being the nigga that he is, just slam up. Only $12.95 from the Area National Network. Get one today. Come on, let's go.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Heil Hitler! All right. I know you're anxiously awaiting our lynching of the week, but we have a bit of a technical problem. I've been informed during our commercial break that our nigger escaped. Oh, but that's all right. We got our boys out in their pickup truck looking for another candidate. Now, at last they were last seen in their pickup truck chasing a Negra into a place called College Hill, and, well, they haven't been heard from since. But, I do have a very, very special guest with me this week on the KKK television extravaganza. His name is Joe Bob Turner. He's going to tell us about a very special offer this week on the Area National Network. Come on out here, Joe Bob. Joe Bob and I dropped out of school together. Joe Bob, tell us about this special offer.
Well, folks, for me to little $25 donation, we will send y'all this can of pistol with. Oh, yeah. Now listen to this here. This, see the X on there, see this is guaranteed to keep niggas away for just a 50 people. That's good.
Whoa,
That's
Joe
good.
Bob, yeah, hey, Joe Bob, I also hear that works well against Jews and faggots, too.
Well, I ain't using it on none, but I reckon that's true.
All right, Joe Bob, all right. Well, you know, that wraps things up this week on the KKK television extravaganza, but we will be back again next week on the Area National Network. So until next week, good night, everybody, good night, and remember, let a Heil be your umbrella. Good night, everybody, good night. Good night.
Black Klansmen? When y'all sit out here talking about this and some of your parents got left to this. What's so far about seeing people getting killed? What's the reason why people were getting beat up? Because of the color of your skin? And what's the new fascination with this word nigga? Huh, man? Nigga this, nigga that. Yo, what's up, my nigga? Hey, my nigga, my eight. Man, this ain't cool. It's ignorant. 125 years, man. We finally get to the point where we just about lived all this down. And now y'all bring this back as a joke? Boy, coons, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood nigga. Yeah. But hey, maybe it's just me, huh? You call this funny, humorous? I call this sick and degrading. You call this entertainment? I call this a vicious mafia of worst in black history. I don't understand y'all, man. I just don't understand.
Being black is a journey into a world that some of you can't even begin to imagine. A world filled with a special kind of poetry. Black poetry is poetry for the soul, reflecting the young and the old. Black poetry is ham, hocks, and lima beans, soul steak chicken, and collard greens. Golden cornbread made from scratch, and homemade ice cream turning in the back. Fish and grits on a Friday night, and red soda water for an extra delight.
Black poetry is stepping out hard on a Saturday night, going to church on Sunday to make it all right.
That's right.
Calling on Jesus to save your soul. Auntie kicking with the Holy Ghost. Gospel singing that rises and flows. The music of salvation deep down in your soul.
Black poetry is my brother cruising down the set in his white wall Cadillac. Leaning so hard about to have a wreck. Whispering sweet nothing in his lady's ear, taking her home to make it all real.
Black poetry is the honey gun. Hey! Break dancing and kung fu. The Ace Lounge with the diamond crown, where the women come around, and the man just pound and a hound, and they all get down, as DJ say, throw your hands in there like
Go
that.
Go on.
I say 1, 2, 3, 4, all y'all get out on the floor. And if you don't want to get it on, then take your damn self home.
Black poetry is coming to know yourself and kind, moving on the positives in your mind, becoming a genius who struggles and strife. People, black poetry is black folks' life.
Yo, what's up? What's wrong with white people? I think white people are all right. I like white girls just like some white girls like some black men. What's wrong with that? It's just the color of our skin.
I need to pick up North, Baltimore, New York. People used to always say, what's up, man, my boy? Stuff like that. And they never say, what's up, my nigga? Call you a nigga. When I moved down here to Tampa 2 years ago, I was walking home from school. and this white man in this blue pickup truck, he called me a nigger. You know, that got me confused now, and I was thinking. So then 3 days later, I was walking with this white girl, and this truck came by, had a bunch of dirty white people in it. Guess they were hippies or something, I don't know. But they called her a nigger lover. And you know, I said to myself then, if a white person never called me a nigger again, I was gonna say something back to him. So then on the last day of school, I was walking home again, and the same man in this blue pickup truck called me a nigger again. I said something back to him that I won't repeat right now. He pulled over in Hillsborough, pulled a 22 out and shot me in the leg. And ever since then, I've been very protective about the white people that I hang around.
Surprise, but don't be, because I'm black, and I'm black by popular demand.
Being black has its good point and its bad point. Bad point.
We blacks have to work extra hard to make it in this world today.
Being black is like being a creature from outer space. Non-blacks don't understand us. This makes them want to destroy us.
You know what? Sometimes you can go to the store with the white owner, and times you walk in the place, they get the impression that you want to steal something.
As blacks, we've been denied knowledge of our achievements.
White people never let Negroes be human beings. They're always a black singer or a black writer. I want to be known as a great actress, not just a black actress.
Good point.
Being black is extremely fun.
Well, I like my dark brown color, my wide nose, and my full lips.
Being black makes me proud knowing that my people were the first civilized people on this earth and being brought from their own homeland to educate themselves in a totally new society.
If you're in trouble at night, you can hide in the dark.
Oh, boy, get
it. Being black is a great challenge to me and to my country to recognize me as a full citizen of the United States. Being black certainly draws a lot of attention from those who aren't. I like that. It's celebrity. Being black at one time meant wondering about my African roots that have been lost through slavery. Who am I? An African? An American? I now know. I am of African descent, but I am not African. I'm American.
Guess what? I'm black. And I know who I am and where I came from. Guess what? I'm black. As black can be. And I will be set free because I'm black.
I've been whipped and beaten, dirty for 2 months or 3. I may have eaten rats or roaches, but please don't cry for me. I can't read or write. I've been kicked in the face and can hardly see. I have children I will never know. But please don't cry for me. I have dreams, they won't come true, and hopes that will never be. Yeah, stay tears on my blue face. Yeah, but please don't cry for me. At last I'm safe from all harm. Yes, I am, and free as I will ever be. But this is no time for sorrow. But now you can cry for me. Yeah, yeah, cry for love, for beating. I can be pretty and clean once again. I can eat any food I want to. Yes, I can. And talk to all my friends. Cry for my accomplishments. How I can read and write. I can care for all
content of our character. And that is also my dream.
My child, my little ebony wonder. For 9 months I've wondered about you. Already I love you. My heart pounds for you. I wonder what you will look like. Will you have your mother's dimples and your grandma's eyebrows, or your daddy's eyes and granddaddy's bow legs? Oh, my child. As you mature and begin to grow, there are things about your past that you should know. You have ancient royalty in your name, and you're protected by God's unchanging love. My child, people will tell you that your history began with slavery and chains and cotton fields and snake-infested swamps with the bloodhounds on our trail.
Our gift of song and music was embraced by our homeland as we introduced to them our spirituals, our blues, and our jazz, which is now America's chief contribution to the world of music. Without the wellsprings and lights of Billie Holiday, Louis Armstrong, and Scott Joplin, there would be no Madonna, Mick Jagger, or even Elvis Presley.
My child, during the 50s and 60s, we sang I Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around. We demanded the right to vote and the right to go where we please. Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream. His dream was for us to reach the promised land. The promised land, my child, that is freedom, justice, and independence. They killed Dr. King, an apostle of nonviolence. But still we sang we shall overcome because we are freedom-possessed people. A black man, the Reverend Jesse Jackson, was a strong contender for presidency of the United States, and we are so very proud.
But yet, throughout the midst of this historic advance, some of our people have fallen into traps of drugs, crime, and self-destruction. They are like fish out of water, trees without roots. Their spirits die of thirst, and their souls cry for substance.
But, my child, you will have a greater purpose with the knowledge of your past, black history, your life water, and your life-giving roots. You, my child, my little ebony wonder, you must always say to yourself, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Yes, my child, from Africa to Tampa, you must work for that dream.